All right, everybody. I'm gonna go live here for a little bit. Don't know how long this stream's gonna last because I do have to get ready for MacYac later tonight. But wanted to take some time out to show you guys something that I got in. I've been wanting for a while. So we'll wait till we get some people on here before I start opening this thing up. I'm only going to have this one camera view. I'm over here actually off camera. So looking at my Mac Pro. So I'm going to see that way. Hey, what's up, Jay? How you doing? So we're going to open this up. Not even these guys from MacYac know what's in this box. Hey, Sad Mac, how you doing? And to be honest with you, it's not Mac related at all. So Jay's probably going to be like, well, I'm gone. But Jay will be streaming later tonight after MacYac. So I got a lot of good stuff going on today for you guys. So yeah, go and check Jay's channel out afterwards as well after MacYac tonight. It's not a Mac, Jay. Not a Mac. So you're going to have to deal with it. So yeah, but see if we get any more viewers on here before I start digging into this box here. I don't know where Steve's at. He should be here. I sat there and watched his even while driving. Well, I listened to it while driving. I didn't watch it, but I did listen where he fixed his Mac. Yeah, I pulled the phone away from it because I realized it was over there, so I took it away from it. It should be fine now. Is it far enough away, or do I have to? Here, I'll put it over here. Should be fine now. I think it's the cellular radio on the phone when it's close to the mic. It does that. It's just picking up some interference. Should be doing it now. But we're going to see if everything's in it like it's supposed to be. It may be a surprise, and what I got is not in this box, but if it is, then I'm going to go get my money back. So there you go. I got Steve. I guess hopefully he'll be in here in a second, but got 4 viewers right now. Hey, Tobias, how you doing? Yeah, we're going to be digging into this box here in a minute. Yeah, I guess these guys are having issues getting it to stream on their YouTube app on their phone. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that, Jay, but I gave you guys the correct link, so it should be going out. Huh. So anyways, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and start opening up this box here. We got about 4 viewers right now. I don't expect to get more than 10 viewers, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get lucky and pick up some of Jay's and some of Steve's viewers, but we'll see how this goes. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started here. Let me put my handy dandy knife out here, and we're going to go ahead and open this thing up. Holy crap, I hate when people do this stuff. They put this stuff sucks. I hate it. Ugh. All right, so that's what that looks like, but we're going to pull it out of the box here because I don't want to get this crap all over my desk. But this is what I picked up today. supposed to have everything with it. I probably will not be able to get it to turn on. Well, not turn on, but I probably won't be able to get it to display on a TV monitor because I have to make a converter box for it. So I have to basically, I'm going to have to solder some wire stuff because this thing came with the RF modulator that hooked up to your TV. So, hey, what's up there, Steve? You passed on it. I actually had one of these as a kid in high school, and my mom bought it for us, and I learned how to program BASIC in it. I actually programmed a Pac-Man game for it with sprites, mind you. I mean, I was actually using peek and poke commands and everything else on this thing. So I learned how to program on it. I had the extended BASIC cartridge for it. We had the speech synthesizer, all that good stuff with it. This was one of the first 16-bit computers that came out during the 8-bit computer craze. The problem with it is that it didn't live up to its potential there because it had an 8-bit bus going to a 16-bit processor. So it basically was slowed down because of that. So it didn't really live up to the hype that it did, and it didn't sell as good as they wanted it to sell. So then they started selling it for less than $100. I think when we bought it, it was less than $100, and we got it real cheap. Got the speech synthesizer. In fact, they were giving away speech synthesizers for free if you bought one of these things. So we got the speech synthesizer for free. But the reason why I picked this one up because I found it on Facebook Marketplace, and it had the box and everything, and I wanted to have the box. The box is in okay shape. It's got a little. I'm wondering if they put some packing inside of here too to keep protecting it, because it is bowed up a little bit right here. So, all right, so we're going to go ahead and take it out and see what we got here. So first off, wow, got all the manuals and stuff. I remember these. Plastic, Steve, there you go. But I remember these. These were pretty nice. User's reference guide and beginner's basic. I used this book a lot when I was a kid growing up. So there you go. Let me get the camera up a little bit. I think I got too far down. There we go. All right. So over on this side, this is the RF modulator, and you hook this up to your, remember back in the old days, twin lead TV. So you would hook this up to your TV antenna and you would switch it. Now the modulator was actually built into here. So a lot of the computers during the day had the modulator built into the actual computer, and you would hook it up straight to the computer. This one, however, was different. It had the input from the computer here, and it would go in here for the video and audio, would come in here and come out here, depending on where you had to switch. If you had to switch up here, it would be modulated. If not, it would go, your TV antenna would pass through here, so you could actually watch your 3 or 4 channels that you could get at the time back in the day. So there you go. All right, so we got that. Let's see, we got the power supply. Now this thing came with a power brick. Now this one is a little bit different than the ones I remember, but it has a 4-pin connector. So all the power was done outside of the computer, although it did have a power supply in the computer itself that actually broke it down even further into the different power rails. But if I remember correctly, this was like 12 volts or 18 volts maybe, I think. Yep, 18 volt AC output. So pins 1 and 2 is 18 volts to 22 volts AC. And then pins 2 and 4 were 7.5 volts AC. So there you go. So that was the 2 volts. So I remember that. I remember it was 18 volts. It was a different, weird voltage for some reason. So that was kind of weird back in the day. All right, so that is out of the way. Let me get that out of the way. Let's go ahead and get the computer out itself. We'll move these manuals out of the way. Oh yeah, this thing is in some nice shape. So there we go. And this thing had a nice clicky keyboard, which is real nice. I love this thing. It was almost a full size, but not quite a full size keyboard, but you could actually touch type on this pretty well. Much better than the original computer I used to own before this one, which was a Timex Sinclair 1000, which had a membrane keyboard, and it was black and white only. This thing was full color, 16-bit, had sound. The graphics on it were, for at the time, it was really amazing. Now this thing is in real good shape. There's no dings or dents anywhere on it. The cartridge or the expansion port slot is good. That's the cartridge slot, and it looks good too. Back here, we have the power goes in here. You have a joystick connector here. And the funny thing about these is the joysticks that you bought for these came with two sets of joysticks, and they were the worst ergonomic joystick ever made. And there was two joysticks on one that looked like a, if you remember the old Atari connectors, that's exactly what it was. But two joysticks would go into this one port here. But the joysticks were so hard, and it would be like, can focus. Oh, cam focus went happy. Yeah, this one's kind of weird on that. But anyways, my wrists and stuff after playing a while on this thing, especially playing Parsec. I don't know if anybody remembers that game. Parsec was a fun game to play on here and had speech and all that stuff on it. It's almost like a Defender type of game. But the joysticks were so hard to maneuver, and the way you had to hold them, I mean, both your hands would just you would get carpal tunnel just by looking at the damn things. And then over here, you have the audio video cable goes into this side. So it's got minimum stuff on here. And you also, well, actually, I'm sorry. That actually is for a data port. This is for the joystick. I got that screwed up. So that's what that is for. And then on the front, you have a power switch here, and it looks like it does function. So we're going to plug this thing in, at least see if we get a light on this thing. Now, like I said, I don't have a way to hook this up to a TV just yet. I have to make a converter to go to a VGA converter. So we'll have to do that. Let me here. All right. All right, there we go. Let's hope this thing powers up. Oh wait, it was on already. So it does have a light. Now, you're not going to hear any beep or anything because the sound and stuff goes through the TV because there's no speaker inside of this thing. But it does power on. And the power supply is actually right underneath here. So this thing used to get warm right here. This used to get really hot in this area right here. But the power supply board, or the regulator board, was right here underneath this piece of plastic. And there's no fans inside this thing either. So Steve Jobs would have loved this thing with no fans. All right, let me get back over here. I'm going to read some of the comments here. All right. So Steve had to go. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm going to, unless you guys have any questions on this, this is going to be a short broadcast. I have to, like I said, I have to get ready for MACAC later. But I just wanted to put something out there and let you guys see what I got. I am definitely going to be playing around with this thing after I make my own kind of modulator. I have to do some research and make a converter for it so I can actually use this thing on a modern monitor. Like I said, these things were built to hook to a TV, the old CRT style TVs. So not even the newer TVs you can hook this thing to, because it just won't work, because it's the 300 ohm leads that it actually goes to. All right. So yeah, that's the reason why I got it, Jay, was it was clean and well taken care of. The person that was selling it, as soon as I paid for it, she had already printed off a label to ship it out, and it came in UPS, not USPS, but UPS. So it took about 5 days for it to get to me, but it didn't matter to me there. Now I do have another project that I'm probably going to live stream tomorrow, and I'll put it on here as well. And that'll take a lot longer time. I think that'll be about an hour, maybe hour and a half stream. But I'm getting some new CPUs in for my new Classic Mac Pro that I will be delidding, and I will also be putting them in my 4-1, because it's a 4-1, so I have to delid them. So you'll watch me delid them, buff out the top of the CPU, and put it in and power it on and see if it works. So I've already done that once, actually twice I've done it, because I upgraded this and then upgraded it again. And so this one I'm upgrading one time, and I'll have the same CPUs in both my Classic Mac Pros. And if one goes bad, I just swap the tray out, boom, and I'm still up and running. So that's the reason why I got it. All right, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and we will catch you guys later on tonight on MacYak. And then after MacYak, be sure to check out the House of Moth. He has a stream he's going to be doing tonight as well. So check him out. He's starting to do a lot more live streaming. So check him out, and we'll see you guys at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on MacYak. Catch you later. Have a good one.